The information I received is that the ballot box for the early votes is going to be swapped with the exact number of ballot papers inside, with the exact number of serial number, with the exact serial number as on the ballot paper, so that when our counting agent count the votes on the 5th of May, we will not even notice it.
They actually brought out rifles for
to stop me from entering into the lockup, into the police station lah, because there's a door, they have to go into the lockup, they won't even let me near. And the OCPD even shouted at me and even threatened to arrest me for obstructing the law, and they even brought rifles to stop me, which I don't which I fail to understand, because I'm the candidate, and I was just asking to escort the SPR and just to observe the process of opening of the cell in order to ensure that the ballot boxes for the early votes are secure.
This instruction of to let candidates into the cell also applicable to VA candidates, and it's not just to Pakatan, right?
I think nobody knew that they were going to open the cell one day before. Nobody knew. I got that tip off. Okay, I got that info. That was why I was there. Okay. What happened was they allowed us on the 30th of April. They allowed us to escort the box until the police station. Some were allowed to observe the box being put into the cell, and the cell being locked out. That was when I knew that in the same cell they put the indelible ink and the ballot paper plus the ballot boxes for the early votes in the same cell. That's when I knew it shouldn't be in the same cell. Okay, and none of the polling agents all over the country were allowed to observe the early ballot boxes from the 30th of April until the 5th of May, until the counting, as promised by the chairman of EC. I mean, he made a statement in our dialogue in Parliament. He said the same thing. He made a statement that we can actually observe, we can actually monitor round the clock, inside the cell, even inside the lockup. That was what was mentioned to us. If there's anyone who wants to stay inside the lockup with the boxes, then it is okay to do so. But then the police uses a different set of rules, a different set of akta, and stopped us from doing that. Okay, so everybody resigned to the fact that nobody can get near to the lockup, and everybody resigned to the fact that there is two sets of keys, one held by SPR and one held by police, and that it is impossible to breach the security until and unless both get together. But what all of us doesn't know is that both will get together one day before the actual polling, because in a procedure to open the cell to take out the indelible ink and the ballot papers. I mean, if the cell had been separate, then the security breach will not have arisen. Okay, but the situation arise because of that. And I think I was the only one in the country that stood there and actually demanded for my right. And even then, I was denied that. I was not even allowed to get near to the cell. I was stopped from even entering the door of the police station, of the building.
Do they have to inform the polling agents as well as the candidates that they need to open the cell one day before?
Of course, because there is a security breach at that time, because the boxes are very vulnerable at that time. Even during the 5 days is already very vulnerable, because if we don't have CCTV, if we cannot monitor 24 hours, anything can happen to those ballot boxes.
Another promise broken in the select committee's discussions. The EC chairman promised us that you can monitor it all the time. Even if you want to sleep in the cell, to sleep in the lockout, you're allowed to, because say you can look at you can just basically maintain. So at the end of the day, what it happened is worse than last time. Last time we were all each allowed to bring our own change, to change it with our own law. Right now, we are not even allowed to change it with our own law. So they are just telling us that there is some sort of check and balance because police and SPR or the EC each held their own one key. So how can we trust that the two do not get together?
Even when they get together, they don't tell us.